Now that you've begun your web page, it's important to understand how to add additional pieces of information. As I view my website, I want you to notice that I have all of these things off to the side in that blue column. These are all different pages that I've created. Within each of these pages, there exists different apps. And apps are really just placeholders. They have a specific purpose. So like for example, this may be a file library app or this is a file library app where I can see the different files that I've included and I'm able to give a title, some basic information about what that file is. I've embedded videos onto my page. There's lots of different types of things that you can do. You can have blogs on your page. You could have an assignment listed where it'll keep track of current assignments or past due assignments. You can have calendars that are associated with those assignments, and that will also have other just basic district things that are already put into those into that calendar as well. You can have upcoming events. There's lots of different types of apps that you can include. So what I want to show you guys how to do is add a page and how to add an app. So to add a page, it's very easy. We're on our home page. We're just going to click New Page. I like to go with a blank page because I don't want them to put all of the other stuff on there for me. But if there is a specific task that specific reason you want that page, and you only want it to be a calendar page, or you only want it to be a book list, or you only want it to view a document, you can add a specific type of page as well. I just like the option to be able to start with blank and then add what I want when I want it. So I'm going to call this my sample page. And once you're done, you hit save. Now I have successfully created this page. It's going to be existing on my list of pages. So that's all you have to do to create pages. Now when I go ahead and click on that page, it will now open the view of what's on that page. Notice mine's totally blank. Because I chose the blank page, there's nothing on it. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to manage the apps and the layout of this page. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that Manage Apps and Layout. Notice it brings up this blue dialog box that says that you are in design mode, and it allows you to then add apps, change layouts, and once we're done, we're going to go ahead and click this I'm done. But this Manage Apps and Layouts is where we're going to want to go when we're adding things or moving things around. It doesn't allow us to edit what's in there. It just gives us the managing side of that page. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add an App. This is where we're going to go whenever we want to add apps. And I'm going to say let's add an assignments app. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it just called Assignment App, but you could get more specific with your name as well. And I'm going to hit Save. And now you're going to notice that that app exists. Under Change Layout, you do have the option to come up with different layouts. A lot of the apps really seem to like this one column width, but there are many apps that also will allow you to put them in a different amount of space. So just something to be aware of. You can change the layout around if you want to. I'm going to choose this one that says Right Sidebar, just so you can see what that looks like. It allows you to move that app into a different type of a space. So I may say, okay, I want it in the bottom, or I want it to be off to the right, or to the left, or to the right, or wherever you want to in that space. And it keeps track of the fact that, yes, I've made changes. It is okay to use different layouts. Don't feel like you only have to use the one column, but always make sure you view your website after you've added things to this, so that way you know what it's going to look like. Once you've gotten those apps added, we're going to click I'm done. So now it's going to show, I can't move things around here. This is not my editing mode. This is not managing mode. This is where I can go in and actually edit what's inside the app, the content. So now that I've done that, I'm going to click on this. What I want you guys to be aware of is that within your apps, there are sometimes different tabs. Under the Assignments app, you can add new assignments right from here, or you can also decide to add new categories. Like maybe I want a homework category, or maybe I want a test category. So I can list all of these different types of things within my assignments. So I'm going to go back to the assignments. I'm going to create a new assignment so you can see what this is going to look like. This is going to be called assignment number 1. And I could then assign it a category and say, okay, this is going to be a homework assignment. And I could get more specific, like page 223, numbers 4 through 12. I mean, I can get more specific with this. I can give it a date to start, I can give it a different date to finish, and I can just save it as is, or I also have other tabs at the top. The tabs just unpeel the different layers within that app. So I could add directions of what I want my students to do. I can attach a separate sheet if I want that. Keep in mind that if you are going to attach something to your page, make sure you're following copyright laws. So make sure that if you are attaching it, it's something you've created. You can also add just different things. You can add media, you can link to a different web page, and then you can choose if you want to add this to a specific calendar. Maybe you create a calendar using the calendar app. You can have all of your assignments being posted in that calendar as well. Once you've finished with that app, then you're going to hit, or with that assignment, you're going to hit save, and it will put it into your assignments app. If I go ahead and view my website right now, under my sample page, you're going to see here is my current assignment. It's not past due, it's current. But because I put the end date in there, tomorrow or the next day it will be past due because it will have already been due. So just a quick little overview. Again, to add a page on your home screen, you can go ahead and just add a new page. Once you're in a page, you can click on the words to get there. Once you're in a page, you can then add, it goes straight. If you only have one app in there, it goes straight into that app. But you can add apps by going into the Manage Layout, Manage Apps and Layouts. Once you've added the apps and you've got everything set where you want it to go, when you click on that app itself, that's when you can then edit what's inside of that app.